Hi friends, it's Jenny. I have another deck review to show you today. This is the White Sage Tarot. Really nice little tarot in a tin by Teresa Hutch. This is published by US Games. I saw this on another channel and I couldn't resist. I had to go ahead and get it. Comes in a really nice tin. It's a pocket-sized deck. Here we've got the little white book, White Sage Tarot. There's some copyright here, made in 2018 by US Games. A modern minimalist 78 card deck based on a classical model of tarot. The animals wear clothing, creating a whimsical touch to both the court cards and the major arcana. The colors of the 7 chakras are incorporated into the minor arcana cards. So let's see, they wanted a strong and feminine deck. White sage plant is often used in smudging, particularly as an ancient Native American method to cleanse spaces and people. And the intention of White Sage Tarot is to help people find clarity and flow while navigating life's journeys. So I've had this deck a few weeks. I've kind of gone through it. It's interesting. It's got your traditional suits, wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. And I believe this particular little white book was written specifically to accompany this deck. So it's got some useful information. I haven't read the book in depth while going through the cards, but it does speak about the chakras and how the colors on that card relate to the chakras. I'm not much into chakras, but if you are, you might really enjoy that aspect of this deck. So without much further delay, let's go into the cards themselves. The cardstock's really nice. It's sort of matte, strong, flexible. I don't know, the pattern is nothing special. It's a nice little pattern. I believe it's reversible. Yes, it looks to be reversible, if that's important to you. And now I'm going to take you through the cards. Here's a little card regarding chakras, the type of energy and the colors that are associated with them. Here's a chakra spread, if you'd like to try that. And then we get into the cards themselves. I'm going to, let's see, let's just do the majors first. All right, here we have the Fool. So you can see this is a nature-based deck, which is really appealing to me personally. The Fool as a puppy. The Magician. And the images are simple. There's not a lot of busy work cluttering up the card. In that way, it kind of reminds me of a Lenormand deck. It's very simple, to the point, easy to read. The Magician. The High Priestess, the Calico Kitty. She's got her little tattoo of the moon there on her forehead. Here's the Empress looking at the moon. Very pretty. The Emperor with the sun. I love this walrus as the Emperor. I really like the images on this deck. This one I'm not entirely sure. This does not speak Hierophant to me, but this is their card they've chosen for the Hierophant, or their image they have chosen. And I'm trying to remember. I know I read about this. Let's see here. It's supposed to signify inner teacher and the power of letting go. The deer knows how to be a deer. Although she is vulnerable, she is confident yet relaxed. So it's about having good judgment and trusting your inner self, The answers lie deep inside. Reversed, it's breaking rules and controlling. Oh, I don't know. That's the one card in this deck that I had trouble connecting with. But there's the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot. I like the Chariot card. We've got the Wheel, the Sun. No people in this deck. None of the cards have individual people. Strength. Got the Bear and the Lemniscate, but no lady. But I do like this Strength card. And it has a bear rather than a lion, which is, I'm finding a lot of more modern decks are incorporating bears rather than lions. There's the Hermit, a Sloth, or Sloth, however you pronounce the name of that animal. The Wheel of Fortune. Here is Justice. It has to do with the Egyptian myth regarding when you die that your heart will be weighed against a feather. The Hanged Man. Death, transformation, going through the to the next phase of life there. Temperance. The Devil. Very Adam and Eve feel to this one. We've got the Devil with the forbidden fruit. The Tower. This looks more like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I would have liked better have a tower with a lightning strike, but it is a tower. Here we have the Star, and here they've incorporated, this is the White Sage in this card. So the cleansing of the White Sage, the Star, that's very beautiful. The Moon. The Sun. So a lot of Egyptian symbols in this deck as well, as you can see. There's Scarab Beetle with the Sun. Here we have Judgment. And I kind of get why they have a light bulb here. I understand the idea behind it. It's Judgment can mean an awakening or an epiphany type of a feeling, and it's like a light bulb goes on. So I understand why they put a light bulb for Judgment. Although it's not very nature, but oh well. Neither are the Egyptian cards in here. Here is the World. Very beautiful acorn there. Alrighty, now let's go to the minors. First, we'll look at the Pentacles. And the Pentacles in this deck are represented by sand dollars. The Ace of Pentacles. And the ribbons have the color tied in significance with the chakra centers. Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. So it's more or less a pip deck. Either you like that or you don't like it. Here's Four of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. I think once you're familiar with Rider-Waite and you have it indelibly in your brain, you can take these pip cards and interpret them yourself without a lot of trouble. Here's the Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. So you've got that idea here of having plenty here, enough for you and enough to share. This is the card of kind of waiting for your growth of your endeavor to mature. Seven of Pentacles. Anticipation, waiting to get your reward. Here's the Eight of Pentacles, which is sometimes thought to mean accomplishment, in your craft or trade, in your home life, your business. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, and then for the court cards, I love this. They selected elephants as the animals to represent pentacles. And I think that's a really great choice. So here we have the Page of Pentacles, a very playful little elephant there. The Knight of Pentacles, he's got his armor helmet on there. The Queen of Pentacles, Queen of the household, the Mother, and the King of Pentacles. He's a powerful guy. Okay, let's move on to the swords. Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords. So, you can kind of get the Rider-Waite idea, the way the 2 swords are crossed and the moon above, and you can kind of relate that to the Rider-Waite 2 of Swords. 3 of Swords, no pierced bleeding heart, which to me is an improvement. 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Now, does that give you the impression of rest and retreat, regrouping? In a way it does. The sands there, the swords that are kind of laying on the sands. The 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords with the rose, very nice, and the 10 of Swords. Next we have the Page of Swords. Now this is one kind of a quibble I have with this deck. She selected these big cats to go with the swords, and to me swords are more associated with birds. But in this deck, the birds are the court card for air. And the air or, I'm sorry, I have that mixed up. In this deck, the birds are the court card for the wands, which to me is more associated with fire and with big cats, the suit of wands, while the suit of swords to me is more associated with air and with birds. So I would have liked it better if these 2 court animals had been switched, if these were birds on these swords cards. But anyway, I can work with this. There's the Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords. If you think of it as these big cats have a lot of cunning and stealth, and the swords are associated with mental faculties and intelligence, learning. So in that sense, I guess they're a good representation for swords. I love that. Isn't that a beautiful Queen of Swords? She's very pretty. Insight, truth, integrity. And there is the King of Swords. Pretty nice. Next we will move on to the cups. Here is, what happened to our Ace of Cups? Well, we'll come back to it. 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and we have otters to represent the court cards for the cup suit, which is perfect. Page of Cups, That's a darling, darling card. That's one of the reasons I bought this deck, was for these otters in the court cards. I love otters. Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. And the King of Cups. Got to be my 4 favorite cards in the deck. These 4 otters. Well, we never did see the Ace of Swords. Hopefully it'll turn up here later on. Ace of Wands. 2 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Oops, now I'm missing my 4. Oh. Here is the 4 of Wands. 5 of Wands. 6 of Wands. For the wands in this deck, she used Pussy Willows. 7 of Wands. 8 of Wands. 9 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Here are the birds. The Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands. The Queen of Wands, which is the same image as we have on the cover of the tin, and the King of Wands. Well, I wonder what happened to my Ace of Cups. Well, I'm apparently missing my Ace of Cups. I'll have to search for that. So I hope you enjoyed this quick walkthrough. If you like the deck, it's available on Amazon, and it's kind of fun. It's in a small tin. You can drop it in your purse and go. And we will talk to you next time. Thank you. Please like and subscribe for more videos.